The standard of living in Israel has increased over the past decade, and the country has experienced improvements in education and employment among some of Israel's most fragile population groups. Despite this, poverty and inequality levels remain high and socioeconomic gaps persist. This year, when celebrating Israel's 70th birthday, let us consider what we have achieved and what still needs to be improved upon. Let us take a look at a picture of the nation. When referring to Israelis, who are we talking about? Today, about 3/4 of Israelis are Jewish, with some substantial changes taking place in the breakdown between Haredi, religious, and secular Jews. 21% of Israelis are Arab, and 5% are defined as others. In recent years, there have been major shifts in fertility trends across Israel's population groups, with fertility dropping drastically within the Arab-Israeli population and increasing among Jews, including among secular Jews. Israel's population is also aging, which is likely to have an impact on the future labor force, the social security system, and the health system. What about Israel's economy? For the past few years, wages and the standard of living have been on the rise, and poverty levels have even started to fall slightly. However, prices remain high, and there are some concerning signs for future growth, including a widening gap between the high-tech industry and the rest of Israel's economy. Employees in the high-tech industries, under 10% of the labor force, earn on average 2.5 times as much as those who do not, a gap unparalleled in other developed countries. Poverty rates in Israel remain among the highest in the developed countries, and many inequalities persist. Compared to other developed countries, a smaller portion of Israel's health spending comes from the government, and a larger portion is paid by Israelis out of pocket, creating disparities between those who can and those who cannot afford private insurance. In recent years, educational and employment achievements have improved among Arab Israelis, particularly among Arab Israeli women. However, there is still a long way to go to close the education and employment gaps between Jewish and Arab Israeli women. Together, these trends, and many others, tell a comprehensive story about where Israel is today. Looking forward, Israel needs to invest in improving human capital, particularly among weaker populations, and in developing the infrastructure that will lead to sustained long-term economic growth. For the full picture, follow the link to the Taub Center's website and download a free copy of the Picture of the Nation 2018, generously supported by the Koret Foundation.